Hey, greetings and welcome back. Thanks for coming to the Car Doctor channel. I'm Tim, and I just thought I'd give you a quick tip here on what I'm working on right now. Basically a Dodge Ram truck with some fuel pump issues. And came in on the hook, no start condition. I checked fuel pressure and it had about 10 pounds steady. I didn't check for fuel volume, but instead dropped the tank after confirming I had power at the pump. So anyway, when it read a quarter tank, well, dropped the tank and there was basically a quarter teaspoon of gas in it. So I figured I had a problem and basically traced it down to a bad sender in the pump module itself. Grab the light here. So you can see here the pump module, the sender unit on the side of it is just fried right down in there. And it's probably serviceable separate of the pump module, my guess is. I did not check and see. I had already gotten a pump assembly and gave the customer an estimate before I pulled it out. And then I called them and gave them the option at that point. Well, we could do just the sender, but you know, we're in there, we've got the pump out. I would go ahead and do it, so we're not going to be back in there doing it again. Well, anyway, here's the other part of this tip. I definitely recommend on these trucks, Dodge Rams with the Hemi, that you go with the OE part. OE pump module comes with the new sender on it. You can see there. And I just don't recommend the aftermarket parts. We could have a long debate about it, but the availability of aftermarket stuff I have up here, I just haven't had good luck with it. You know, the pumps are noisy. Lucky that an Airtex pump lasts a week, let alone a year. And I like to stand behind my stuff, and I don't feel like pulling this out and doing it again. So that's what we're going with. It is kind of spendy. It's a $500 part, plus a little bit of labor to check this and replace the pump. Anyway, I've got the tank dropped down. I've removed the old module, as you can see, and it's just a matter of screwing off the thing. I always clean the surface really good around there. You can see in the tank, it's pretty much dry, and I took the time to go ahead and clean out the tank. So a couple tips for just removing these. You can reach just in front of this spring perch here and disconnect this connector to the evap system, and just a little two-prong thing. You just depress these little plastic dealies. And then you reach over here, just in front of the left rear tire, so that you can disconnect the fuel line off the top of the module and the electrical connector. And then, of course, the two clamps for the fill hose and the vent side fill. And then you can remove your straps and lower this thing out of there. It's a real quick fuel tank swap. But you do want to make sure you have proper lifting techniques, that you're not, you know, if it's got anything more than a quarter tank of fuel and you don't have a way to support it, you want to drain your fuel out of your tank somehow, so that you don't end up with a whole bunch of fuel in your lap, which isn't fun. Other than that, you know, don't have any ignition sources, of course, when you're working on fuel systems, and you know the rest. If you're not familiar with this type of an operation, recommend you consult your repair manual or a professional that does. But just thought that maybe some of these tips would be helpful. I appreciate you stopping by, and I hope you have a good one. All right, take care. See ya.